Yeah.
Alright, this is DJ Awesome Rob and Shares Joy, and for
Yeah.
part 2 of whatever we're talking about, let's do, hashtag Baltimore riots,
Yeah. Okay.
hashtag City on fire, hashtag idiots. I don't know.
Mm,
Alright, so
Armageddon. I don't
Baltimore
know.
getting.
No. No, this was not funny.
Uh,
So this is 10 p.m. Tuesday, April 28th. As of now, the total car fire count is 144. The count of officers injured is 104, and the arrests is
officers
304.
injured 104?
Is it 104?
I don't think it was that many. I think it was like
Well,
20 something.
no, it's way more than that. I mean, we can double check it,
I
but we
think
know
it
for
minor
sure the
injuries.
cars on fire is 144,
Yeah.
and arrests is 304. Officers injured is up there. It's not 24. It's way more than that.
What? You got multiplayer in this?
No,
now?
so far no one has been killed, as of we know. There hasn't been anybody killed, but people have been seriously injured. So we're gonna pick up where we were. We were talking about, Rob, your experience. You work right in the heart. Ow, fuck. You work right in the heart of the city.
Yep.
I don't know how to play this crap. You play.
Just play it.
No.
It's set up inverted for you. Not inverted for you.
Like,
Just a goat.
I just want to talk. I don't know
Okay.
what this is.
Well, I'm telling my story, so I'm talking. She's playing Goat Simulator right now. It's out on PC and Xbox One. And she's a goat. And she'll have to figure the buttons out because I don't remember what they are. But yeah, so I work downtown, right across from the baseball stadium, which is right across from the football stadium, which is down the street from the Inner Harbor, and up the street from North Avenue, and or I guess down the street from North Avenue in Fulton, which probably everybody has seen. Or was it North Avenue in Pennsylvania?
Yep, in the flower shop. The family flower shop is
Yeah,
where
the Family Flower Shop is on
it's
North
on North
Avenue.
Avenue.
It's not right. It's not where any of the stuff happened because it's right across from the district court for the city. As far as I know, nothing went down over there. But yeah, so about the normal day stuff going on. I had heard word about, said something like Facebook is saying people are planning to do something, and that was all I had heard early in the morning that day. Come about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my boss's boss comes around. Hey, did you get the memo? Everybody's going home. This campus is shutting down. We're shut down because stuff's going on, and whatnot. So I'm like, no, I don't ever get the memo because nobody wants to send me anything. But okay. So I email my boss, I'm gonna work from home today. Luckily, my sister was down at my office. She's usually down in a different office, outside the city. But she was actually in town, and she offered to. I asked her to give me a ride home, and she did, so it was great. And I got home. We turned on the news. Oh my goodness, Montgomery Mall is a war zone right now. Well, not a war zone, but stuff is popping off. It's crazy.
A bunch of crazy stuff is going on.
Yeah, so
They ransacked the mall. Wait, was the mall open?
yeah, the mall was open. They attacked the mall.
What happened? They just ran in there while the mall was open and they just vandalized stuff? Like, how did that start? I don't know how that... I was at work, so I didn't see anything that was going on TV until I got home at like 6. And when I walked in the house and I saw what was on TV, I couldn't help but sit down, and I was in awe. Like, literally in shock.
Well, they had attacked this 7-Eleven, and they attacked the Montgomery Mall. And the mall is just kind of like out. I think it was like the mall is the whatever high school it is, and then
Douglas
Montgomery
High
Mall,
School.
and then there's a bus depot where all the buses kind of end up and then turn
And
around
there's a
and go
subway
different way.
station right there, too. The subway goes right there.
Yeah, the metro, subway metro for Baltimore, which nobody has ever heard about.
I knew about it.
Yeah.
We had when I worked for Bank of America.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Bank of America branch in Montgomery Mall. That was his tail. It looked like someone put their hand up on the table. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, so that's how I know that there was a Subway there, because a couple of times somebody from our branch had to go over there, and they had to take the Subway to go over there.
Oh, so what you're
So
saying that was Louis' tail? Update, we got 2 cats now.
Yeah, we do. So anyways, go ahead.
Beer number 2. Who got you? Louis got you?
So
anyways, came home, turned on the news, craziness going on. Because I didn't have the car down in the city. You did. You had the car out there. So we were trying to figure out who's where, what's going on. They're talking about all these police out there. Dad and stepmom are in the force, and they're like on the front lines apparently. Not even in their district, not anywhere near their home, just out there. We don't know what's going on. What are you doing over here?
Dad was sent to Mondawmin to stand guard there.
Right. So Mondawmin's where everything's popping off.
Right,
watching a dude on TV just behind.
Stepmom is. Yeah. So, oh my goodness. So tell them about the photographer.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the video they're showing now, which I'm sure everybody has seen at this point, is the photographer just getting video or pictures
outside of
maybe
locally. Maybe not outside of.
This was one of the most like egregious ones where he's taking pictures, and you know, of course, everybody's like, "Oh, I don't want to be on film." Well, why are you out there? But yeah, because we're getting a helicopter view. The helicopter can apparently just zoom in on everybody and get IDs and all. Sure, you know, 2015, that's what we do. But yeah, so the guy's taking pictures, and you know, you're the cameraman, you can't really see what's going on. Oh no, got punched in the side of the head. Oh, got punched in the back of the head, fell down, and then you get kicked in the back, and the dude was like messed up. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yep.
And then he actually got up and ran away.
Yep.
Yeah, there was other cameramen.
Well, he didn't run away. He stumbled backwards away.
Yeah.
And then the other camera crew guy came and saved him. But I mean, so outside this mall, right? So everybody's saying, "Oh, it was the kids. The kids started. Kids started it, but they did not finish it."
Right, because you're talking.
They got out of high school. They got out of high school and ran across the street, and I guess they ransacked this mall, shut this mall down, and then after that, things seemed like they were okay, under control. And when the cops left, people in general went back to loot the place.
Right.
So they threw
well, this was after the fires and stuff.
Right. So they were throwing stuff to get the mall open. So they got the doors broken. They got in, and it shows videos of like people coming out with like armfuls of clothes. They had boxes they were pulling out their cars and going in and running back out with boxes of stuff. They had like shoe boxes in their hands, clothes.
Like
they were putting them in their trunk. They had all kinds of stuff, and they were just putting them in their trunk and riding off. Now, some people were parking close. Some people were parking a little farther away than the lot. People were crooked. People were this, that, and the third. It was crazy. And the newscasters were saying that they could hear the helicopters, like the police helicopters, giving them warning. Like, we see you. We know what you're doing. We see your face. We have your license plates. Stop looting, and, you know, you will be arrested. I don't know what you're telling me. Just let me travel. I don't know this game. This game is weird. So they had like fair warning. How were they not paying attention or listening because they just didn't care?
Yeah, they
is
didn't
one
care.
thing.
They just didn't care.
But I'm like, if we can see, and I called it. I said, if we can see these people's cars, I'm pretty sure the police can have some kind of like technology where they can zoom in and look at these plate numbers. You know, so whether or not these people were stealing cars to get where they need to go, that's like a horse of a different color.
Well, that was the other thing. We're listening to the morning rock radio station, local station on. They were talking to the helicopter guy. I don't know
Yeah.
what that dude's doing in the background. But they were talking
It's
to him.
probably a
They said
glitch.
from Saturday they had the helicopters up. The people that they caught on camera that they couldn't actually arrest,
Yep.
they got arrested already. They have been taken into custody. The technology they have in the camera video system,
Yeah.
they got that stuff. They got your IDs. You're getting arrested.
Yeah.
Homegirl pulling out 2 bagfuls of clothes. Oh, let me try this on in the parking lot. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna go got my new stuff. I'm good now.
Yeah. Crazy. So
Hmm.
let's talk about this lady. So, and this was all at the Mondawmin Mall. It shows
Wait,
the
which lady?
footage. Yeah. It shows the footage a little bit later of this mother. She goes out there to get her son. She starts beating his ass.
Hmm.
She's like hitting him in the face, pushing him. The kid is like walking away. He's got like his black hoodie on, his black face mask or whatever.
Right.
And she's like, I'm like, you know what? That's a mother for you. Because we know y'all. We
But
know
you
our
got your face
children.
covered. You
You
ain't
got your
no
face
good.
covered. You got all this stuff on. We know y'all. Y'all cannot hide from us. I tell my children that all the time. Y'all can't hide from me. Because I know who you are and I know what you're doing. So anyway, so yeah, so she recognized her child and she went out there and she got him and she like smushed him in the face. She smacked him. She's like pushing him. And he's like backing away from her and walking away from her. And she runs to get back over him, to get to smack him again. And it's like all kinds of, so she's wearing like this like bright yellow shirt. So apparently the thing now is this week on Friday, which I think is May 1st, is to wear yellow to represent, to shout her out. Everybody is gonna wear yellow on Friday, which I am totally gonna do it because that mother rocked. And I know y'all have seen this. This started off as a local video, and then it made its way to like CNN, and whatever else national news by nightfall. Or by dawn this morning. And it's like the talk of everything. So y'all have seen this. So that was great. That was awesome. Then, right, the camera keeps switching back and forth. So like all of these horrible things that are going on. So CVS is on fire. They're talking about throwing tear gas. They're talking about all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah, they threw the tear gas like
They
the
did.
one time.
So what did
the
they
police,
do? They talk. Okay, so
They're at
hold
Mondawmin
on.
Mall.
No, not at Mondawmin.
What?
Look, so after Mondawmin, we're done with Mondawmin. So after Mondawmin or during Mondawmin, whatever
It
this
was
is,
during
we're talking
Mondawmin.
about a whole nother section of the city, right? Let's go back to North. Yes, let's go back to North Avenue.
Okay, not
So the CVS.
Well, hold on. Let's go back. With the tear gas, it was near Mondawmin, but it was at the bus terminal. They were throwing bricks and rocks and stuff, and one of the police officers got hit in the head. They had to carry him out. He was unconscious.
That was Mondawmin.
That was
wasn't
right near
CVS.
Mondawmin. No, that was before the CVS.
No. I thought that was at the CVS. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, this wasn't at the CVS, but this was right before. So they have the like the SWAT team car, the van, I guess the truck with the armored plating and everything.
Yep.
The helicopter guy said it wasn't fully bulletproof, but I guess it didn't really need to be because there wasn't really any shooting going on. But yeah, so somebody took a brick to the face. It looked like he was all bloody and they unconscious, and it was like 6 or 7 people trying to carry him to safety while people are throwing stuff and everything.
Right.
And then I guess they're trying to get him in the back of the vehicle, and the guy on the front passenger side, throws out I guess it was a tear gas bomb / flashbang. It flashed. It sparked everywhere, and then just gas comes out all over the street, and then that kind of dissipated. And then after that was when you had the CVS thing.
Gotcha. Okay. So CVS.
They're running and trying to hit these stores. They hit a 7-Eleven. They
ain't hit no 7-Eleven.
They ran.
These kids got out of school.
Right.
They ran into 7-Eleven. They ran into 7-Eleven, right? And apparently the 7-Eleven owner was like, "Yeah, we gotta shut down." So they told him to shut down. They told him to shut down. He didn't do it, and then they ran into the 7-Eleven. Ransacked the 7-Eleven, came running all back out, and the guy was like, "Yeah, we need to shut down." How many minutes later?
Not even 10.
Not even 10 minutes later, another group came right back in and ransacked the same 7-Eleven.
Yeah, they all ran in there.
And it was crazy. Luckily, I don't think anyone got hurt at that point. I think they were just running in there doing damage and came out because I didn't even see anyone coming out with anything.
I don't think they came out with anything.
So yeah, so that happened. And then it flashes to like the CVS. So the CVS is ablaze.
Yeah,
and
like no, they're running in and looting the CVS.
No, that was after. That was after the fire, wasn't it?
No, this is before the
fire.
Before
the fire? They're running in looting the the CVS. Then it was on fire. I didn't see them looting it. I saw it when it was on fire, and then I saw the firefighters putting the fire out, and I saw the firefighters getting attacked, and you said they were cutting the firefighter hoses.
Okay, so they're looting the CVS, looting it, and running in, running out, tons of stuff in their hands, people falling over themselves trying to get in here. 5 minutes later, there's an MTA police car on fire. The firefighters come over there. Mind you, the police are all at Mondawmin Mall, so they can't do anything else. They're just kind of stuck there.
Yeah, and then they all leave Mondawmin and go over to the CVS, and then
don't go to the CVS.
All hell breaks back loose
they
at
didn't
the
go to the
Mondawmin Mall.
CVS. They couldn't go to the CVS. They were stuck in Mondawmin.
They weren't at Mondawmin though at first when Mondawmin was getting ransacked. Because remember, Dad said he was.
They were there, but there's a distance between the mall and the school and where the stuff was going on.
All right, I don't know. When we saw Mondawmin being looted. There was no cops there. There was no cops there until later that night.
Then came down to other stuff.
And then that's when Dad was standing post there.
Yeah, they were holding it down at Mondawmin. So that's when the CVS got caught on fire. So they're looting, and I guess, who knows what's in there, but there's a whole bunch of car stuff like oil and flammable barbecue type stuff.
In CVS?
Yeah, so they're making Molotov cocktails with random stuff.
Yeah,
they set the car on fire just like right outside.
Friggin' Left 4 Dead throwing Molotovs and shit up in there.
Right.
Crazy.
They're all looting like this girl right here having a party.
Right.
What? Yeah, okay.
You said you saw some people running out with diapers.
Yeah, the first girl I saw come out ran out with diapers. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. I don't know.
None of this shit makes sense, Rob.
So,
diapers,
yeah, the car is on fire.
Look, at least she got something.
She got something that...
economical.
Yeah, she made sense.
I guess. I don't know. It's all wrong, but at least she just got some damn diapers.
Right.
Diapers expensive.
I
bought your sister diapers for the baby shower. It had been like 7 years since I needed to buy diapers. I bought her diapers. I was like, damn! When the hell did the price on diapers go up? Apparently, they've been that expensive this whole time. Oh my god! So I felt so bad because I got her like a small pack. It's gonna be okay though.
They dead and gone at this point.
Yeah, heck yeah, they gone. And you know how many people bring you diapers at baby showers? Come on. So, and that's not the only thing I bought, so it's okay. But anyways, yeah. So you said you saw people.
So somebody came out with diapers. I was like, wow, okay. But so the CVS was being looted. People running in like crazy, getting stuff, coming out, and then they pan over. There's a car on fire. First car on fire.
First car on fire. On fire.
It's an MTA police car. I was like, are they really police? Okay, whatever. They ain't really police. They just catching people that don't pay to ride the light rail.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the MTA.
Which is a lot. Yeah.
MTA Transit Police.
Yeah, so that was on fire. Firemen came. They came in like 5 minutes. They were there. They were trying to put the fire out. Everybody's happy. Yeah, put the fire out. They're getting rocks thrown at them. They're getting stuff thrown at them. They're getting attacked. They're
getting stoned. Like this is the Bible age.
They were like, okay, well, we can't save this car. That's fine.
Let the car go. It's just a car. You ain't paid for it. It belongs to the city. Let it go.
There's an MTA van behind the car. That van catches fire too.
Was that a van or was that a paddy wagon?
No, it was a van.
Oh, okay.
It might have been a paddy wagon because that's... Oh, hey, look, goat thing.
Yep. So anyway, so that was going on. Here we
Okay,
go,
so
man.
then after that, you know what's better than two cars on fire?
3.
A whole building.
Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Wait. You gotta wait. You can't get
It
to that.
wasn't much
You
later
have to
after that.
wait. That was at night. This is still
That wasn't at
daytime.
night.
That was at night. This is still daytime. So after all that, right? After all that, we're watching it. And Rob, you're gone at this point. I don't know where you went. Oh, you went to go pick up Dayla. So I'm I'm in the house by myself, sitting on the couch, looking at the TV with my mouth wide open, like, oh my God. And Joyce, my daughter, is looking at the TV. She's like, Mommy, Mom, there's a car on fire. I'm like, yeah. She's like, no, the car is on fire. I said, yeah, I know. She's like, but the car's on fire. And I'm like, yeah. And at this point, I sent her to her room. She's like, well, how did the car get on fire? I said, because bad people set it on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, well, they shouldn't have did that. I said, I know.
Yeah.
So at that point, I told her to, go do what she had to do. Her after school stuff. She did it. She wasn't worried about what's going on TV. I'm watching the TV, and I'm looking at all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden, it skipped, like, the news is, like, skipping to all of these different places where crime is going on. It skips to this intersection, and you see this black car, and all you see at this point is a black car. Right. All you see at this point, and this is live. I'm watching this live.
Mm-hmm.
All you see is this black car in the middle of an intersection. We don't really know what happened to the car, because when it jumped to the footage of the car, it's just the car. People started swarming this car, banging on the car, kicking on the car, rocking the car. Then you see the people pulling something out of the car, and you're only assuming that it's somebody that was driving the car, pulling this person out of the car and start beating the shit out of her. And we didn't even know, you don't, as a bystander on TV, watching the TV, you don't know that it's female. You only know it's a female from the people on the news reporting it, beating her and messing up her car. And then it jumps to, like, back to the CVS.
Right.
So, like, now the CVS is, like, on fire. It's all smoking. And then it flashes back to Mondawmin Mall, and you see more looters. You see the people carrying, like, an armful of clothes with tags hanging off. The girl who's carrying all these clothes stumbles. She stops. She picks up all the clothes, leaves, like, a pair of pants behind, and keeps going. I mean, people just, oh my God, it was such an unbelievable sight. You would never believe that these things would really happen. You hear about looting, you hear about riots and everything, especially like the LA riots. Those seem to be, I don't know, what when I think of riot, I think of like the LA riots, even though I know there's more than that. But there's been several LA riots. Anyways, I'm not trying to be, ignorant or anything like that, but you hear about it. You don't see it, like, firsthand. I mean, in a city that you know. I guess you do if you're from that city. But this is like a city that we know. These roads and these streets are places that we travel almost every day. What?
The big old thing said, fuck the police. Which is ridiculous.
Right. These things in these cities, these streets are things that we travel every day, Rob. You and I, we commute this route almost every single day. And so we recognize these places. Like, you're from here. You grew up here. You know these places. I don't really. I only know them because I commute to them. It's crazy insane what goes on. So as the night goes on further, the army of clergy comes, and they're marching down North Avenue, trying to talk some sense into stuff. They stop at the intersection where the woman was attacked out of her car. They sit there, they pray, then it jumps to, like, another scene. It's just, like, jumping from scene to scene to scene. And then it's also, at the same time, like, regurgitating stuff. A lot of the footage reminded me a lot of, like, the 9/11 footage, like how earlier in the day they showed everything live. Then later that evening, they, like, repeated some live footage that they saw, and then they were, like, interviewing people. It was a lot like that. People were getting interviewed, and in between that, it kept like repeating footage from earlier that day. Now, the mayor, Madam Mayor, talked. We saw her talk. We saw the governor talk. And at this point, it's dark. It's dark out. And then after the mayor talked, she talked about the curfew that's going to be in the city. Personally, I think it's like she was real lenient with the curfew. She made it 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. I think it should have been way earlier than that, but hey, I am not the mayor. We saw, the governor talk. After that, the news reporters were kind of talking about it a little bit, kind of, regurgitating what was being said, giving their opinion on it. And as I'm talking here to you like this, Rob, all of a sudden the news reporter said, "What is that?"
Right.
What is that? It flashes to a big building, a massive building that's kind of in an L shape, that is in a blaze.
Right.
And
so
everybody who's watching,
CVS fire out, and then now,
CVS fire out and gone, smoking it for sure. And oh wait, but before the blaze, the in between the flashes, they show a standoff at this house, and the cop gets out the car, and he throws a flashbang first, right? You said a flashbang?
Yeah.
And then he threw tear gas to kind of get that section of the of that area, that area under control. So anyway, so back to this fire. So you see like this building on fire. It's like one of those news moments, like the behind the scene news, those newscaster bloops or whatever. It was kind of like that, because she's like the news lady, the reporter was like, "What is that?" And then someone else says, "Anybody know where that is?" And the news people are like, "Where is that? Can anybody tell us where this is? Where is this going on?" So it's like you hear like the back office, right? You hear like the back office conversation that's going on because this is all live TV. So you hear like the natural part of it. So no one knew where it was, and then finally someone in the back newsroom was like, "That's so and so X spot." So come to find out, that was an area that we also passed, because I remember seeing this. It was an area, it was a construction site of a brand new home for a retirement community for senior citizens that was being built, and it was almost finished. And it's gone now. Like, it's just gone. Like, it was just burnt. There were no cops around, no firefighters. This place was just burning very fast to the ground. And then finally, fire truck came, but then they were instructed to just let it burn. Like, just, I can't remember what the exact reason was, but they were like, just let it burn. And then they were trying to figure out, was this riot related, or was this like a coincidence? All kinds of things. It was crazy. I think at that point I was really sick, like about ready to throw up with everything that we had seen. It was bad yesterday. It was very bad. And, hearing the stories on the radio this morning from people who were, like, physically there was very... So the can just slid across the table by itself.
Like it goes.
That was kind of weird. It was very surreal. It was just very eerie. It was very concerning. And, they're saying it's just only going to get worse.
So, I guess bring us to today. Today
there were idle threats. There was stupid freaking kids setting shit up on Twitter and Facebook. That we're gonna move to the county. They're gonna move to the county. We're gonna do stuff in the county, right? Which we live in the county. Rob and I. We live on the outskirts of the city. So now they're hey kids. One of the tweets was ignorant. It was all misspelled. County was like CONTIE or something. They were like, if we gotta get the county and quote unquote niggas because to do this so we could get what we want. And I'm like, well, what the hell do y'all want? Like, what do you want? Do these kids even understand what the cause for the initial protest is? Like, what is it that they want? Do they think that looting and doing all this violent shit is gonna get what they want? It's gonna end up their asses either killed or in jail. And then what? Right? Like
Yeah.
what message are they saying? I don't understand. I don't understand it, and I don't understand the people that are out there that say I get why they're angry and upset, but the violence has got to stop. No, I don't fucking get it at all. I do not understand it. The peaceful protesters, as we call them, or as they are being called, I understand them. I understand why they are upset. I get it. Something bad happened, and a lot of things are happening to these people, police brutality, or police malfunction, whatever you want to call it, and people are getting killed, innocent people are getting killed, harmed, whatever. I understand it. The police brutality has got to stop. Black, white, red, brown, whatever. It's got to stop. And it's not every cop. It's only some. Whether it's intentional or by accident, whatever, it has to stop. I get that. I do. And I understand the peaceful protesting and standing up for what you believe in and freedom of speech. I do not understand the violence and chaos behind this. These people are saying they hope they doing this to get what they want. What the fuck is it that they want? What could they possibly get from this? Like I don't use Twitter really. I use Facebook, and I said this. I don't even know if it was today or yesterday on Twitter. If you want to fight, I've always been told this. My auntie used to tell me, if you want to fight, you fight with your mind. You fight with your words, your intelligent words and your mind. And we even heard somebody say this on the radio today. You talk to your legislators, you talk to your city officials, you go to, and me saying this, you go to city hall meetings, town hall meetings, PTA meetings, wherever it is that you need to go to get your point across, council meetings, whatever. Sit down and be heard. Because all of these meetings, these meetings that I just mentioned are all open to the public. You can be heard. Sit down, collect your thoughts, and bring them to these meetings.
Right.
And
people understand talking. They don't understand,
the physical of it.
breaking and entering.
Exactly.
And putting stuff on fire.
If you want to fight with your mind. Your mind. Right? What is that famous quote that Lawrence Fishburne did in Higher Learning? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Well, he probably quoted somebody else originally who said it.
Neo was the one.
Yeah. Anyways, the phrase, wherever it originated, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. It really is. If people would just fucking calm down and realize that nothing is gonna get solved. And you can't blame it on the younger generation, because the Rodney King riots was our generation. Well, we were kids, but it was, the older generation from us. It doesn't matter the generation, because there were young kids out there, older people out there, adults out there, whatever you want to call it, they were out there. So we can't just blame it on the kids, because the kids didn't, they may have instigated or started it.
20 juveniles and 100 and some adults.
Right. It's not just the kids, it's the adults too. It's every generation. Every generation that is involved with this. It's got to stop. You're not solving anything. And I know I ain't nobody. I'm just Sherry's Joy. I ain't nobody at all for anybody to listen to any type of advice. So, y'all just watching this or listening to us, that's fine. I don't have the right to tell anybody what to do, and I'm not. I am just simply saying that if you want to fight with your mind. And if you can't fight with your mind, then don't fight at all. Just sit there and be quiet, because Doing crime is not going to get anything solved. It's just not. It's really not. So my heart goes out to the Baltimore City Police Department right now and all of the city officials and everybody out there that's out there. It hits near and dear to my heart as well as Rob's, because we have family out there that's very close to us, that's out there, you know, protecting us. So, the military out there, military families, they out there fighting for us, every day. That's their job and everything. And I appreciate them as well. But you hear, these military wives and military families saying it hits hard, it hits home, because they're out there fighting. Right now, Baltimore City Police Department is hitting hard to us. And we are just thankful that our folks are okay, our family is okay, and
we know some of them aren't.
Right, we know a lot of them aren't, and we're just praying that no one gets killed, because so far there hasn't been any fatalities, and we're just hoping that it stops. And we're praying for everyone, and we're really just hoping that our family and everyone is safe and can be safe, and they don't have to wear the riot gear over the next couple of days, because this is all fucking insane. I've been cussing on Facebook. I apologize, but hey, this is all craziness. So I don't really have anything else that I can really possibly say. So before I get too emotional, I'm just going to go ahead and sign off. Love the world.
He's up in the grill. I'm being the goat devil right now. It's ridiculous.
You the goat whisperer?
No, I'm like dropping ghosts from the sky and stuff. Yep. Oh my goodness. Right. So I do like this, and I'm like boop 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 boop, and then a bunch of goats fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we see what the car does to him. Alright, that was great. Peace up in the grill.